Hello and a very warm welcome to another edition of Talking Germany, the show where we do just that. Now, I could tell you that my guest today is an actress or a singer or a television presenter, but when I started to think about it, there's only one word to properly describe her. She is an entertainer, and here she is, Barbara Schöneberger. Very good, yeah? Barbara, welcome to Talking Germany.
Welcome.
Thank you for coming along today. Now, I have to add that Barbara, who's got a big reputation for being bubbly, funny and charming, is one of the outstanding stars of German TV. So I think we can very much look forward to talking to her about just how good Germans are at doing television and about the following topics. Wit, charm and sex appeal, that's what they say makes Barbara Schöneberger so popular, and the fact that she can laugh about herself. The myth of the supermother. A new generation of German mothers is apparently discovering that it's not possible, perhaps not even desirable, to be perfect. And food for thought. A recent study shows that a growing number of Germans are, in theory at least, willing to put quality before price when they go shopping for food. Barbara, let's begin with that question that I already put at the top of the show there, because it interests me very much. How good? You're a big star on German TV. How good is German TV?
I don't know. I don't think that TV has a future, actually.
Oh, that's very philosophical.
Yeah, not for me. It doesn't have a future for me because I don't find myself in the topics they have in television. But I think it's everywhere the same, all over the world.
Yeah. There is though a big debate in Germany about how television is often certainly a lot of people watch the evening news here in Germany, the 8 o'clock news. Then there's that famous 8:15 slot. And what is then presented is not really very challenging very often, is it?
Sometimes I'm just too weak to sap, you know. I sit there and then I fall asleep, I think, after 10 minutes. I'm not a good TV viewer.
OK.
Yeah.
You're certainly somebody who's well qualified to talk about TV because you studied art history and sociology.
Yes, everybody does. Everybody who doesn't know what to do goes to university and starts studying sociology. Because I wanted to do something without maths. And I found out that the history of arts is actually the best way to avoid math. Yes, I did that because I wanted to be in a university. I didn't know what would happen with my life. I didn't have any plans. I didn't have any, any plans for professional life. But I loved it to be there.
Okay.
I would recommend it to anybody.
You ended up you ended up in show business.
I ended up in show business,
in
yes.
television.
It's like a one-way street.
A yes or no question. Are you a natural?
Yes.
Yes. Your mother was a school teacher, your father was a professional musician. You've gone into entertainment. Did you ever think about becoming a school teacher? No,
my mother just worked in the school, but she was a teacher. But I never, I couldn't imagine myself in a profession. So my father always said to me, do something with singing because you have good skills in that. And I always thought, no, it's too insecure. I want to do something I want to study something. And now that I'm singing and making tours through Germany, my father said, I told you 20 years ago, you should have studied that. I mean, today I would love to be an opera singer, actually.
Is that where you now see your future, possibly as a singer, really, more than anything else?
No, I don't want to be... I hate decisions. I hate decisions in the way that I want to do this all of my life. I hate that. I always want to do anything.
Okay.
I want to do this, and tomorrow I want to do the opposite.
Let's talk about this thing about you being a natural on TV. I mean, people who watch a lot of TV, they know what we do on TV, but they don't quite know how we do it. What's the trick for looking into a television camera and being natural?
It's hard work, actually.
Yeah,
no,
it's hard work.
And it's hard work. And it took me, I think, 7 or 8 years to be like I am. Because at the very beginning, you try to pretend something, or you're not natural. But it's you have to learn it. It was hard work. But now I think to be authentic, people like very much. That's what I hear on the streets when people talk to me. They say, I like you because you are like you are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you are much... they like that. They think that they know who I am.
Is one of you... Okay, let me just ask you, because I'm very interested in your method, because I am fascinated. When I watch you on TV, I think this is the woman herself, yeah? And is one of the tricks there... I often say to people on TV, don't be frightened about making mistakes, because it's the most...
No!
Exactly.
People love mistakes, and people love unperfection. They love that some things don't work out, or something in the background falls... whatever. And me being not perfect, people love that I'm not a very thin person, and sometimes women on the streets come to me and they say, we like you because you are not perfect.
Because you are not perfect. Barbara, I'm going to pick up on that one. You're not a very thin person. Part of your image is that you are a sexy, voluptuous woman.
Yeah.
And you're comfortable with that too, yeah?
Yeah, of course. I have to. What should I do? I mean, I try to make the best out of these things.
You enjoy the role?
I enjoy the role, and it has become my role.
Yeah.
And now I try to play the role.
Okay. Do you get a lot of advice from your mother, Barbara?
No, not at all.
Would you take it if you get it? Yeah.
Yes, I would. I would also ask, but she had only one child, me, and but I think
she did well there.
She did very well, but she was very normal with me. I think she didn't have. I think she didn't think too much about what to do, and so am I. I just try to be natural with the child, and I try to do some things and some not. But yeah,
you don't want to.
I never ask many people about anything.
Okay.
I do my own thing.
You follow your intuitions, yeah. You don't want. Do you want to be a perfect mother?
Of course, I want to be also a perfect wife and a perfect lover and a perfect entertainer. But yes, I also learned that it's not possible because you just don't have the time. And I try whenever I try to mix it all together, and I try to do all at the same time, which makes it sometimes a little bit difficult.
But what about the situation? There was a lady in that report that was talking about this situation. I've been through it. My children are a little bit older now, but you're at home with the child.
Yeah.
The child is screaming, won't stop screaming. You're on your own.
Yeah.
What do you do?
It never happened.
It's never happened?
It never happened.
You lucky old soul.
Yeah, but because he never cries. But I think after just 5 minutes, you are really in a big stress situation. And I don't know what to do then. But I always try to be very calm with him and yeah, very natural. And he's very sweet, so...
Lovely. There's a word in German, it's a wonderful word, that is often used about mothers and parenting. Yeah. It's called a Rabenmutter.
Yeah.
Yeah? Explain for our foreign viewers what a Rabenmutter is.
As my view would be to not pay attention to the child. What a child needs is permanent communication. Not permanent, but just I show him that I'm there.
But how do you do that? How do you do? You told me earlier that you work a lot.
Yes,
How do you balance the two?
But when I'm with him, I drive home every night wherever I am in Germany. So I come home, and when he wakes up, I'm there, and then I communicate with him every day. I sing with him, and even if he's not in the same room, I cry his name and I say hello, I'm here, and I play little games with him.
That's pretty good.
And he's happy. Yeah.
Do you cook? Can you cook?
Yes, of course. I cook also for him because at first I tried the little things that are prepared already, but sometimes they don't taste so good. So I try to do it all by myself.
Okay. We're going to talk a little bit about food. Everybody wants to eat good food, good, healthy food, good, healthy, cheap food. How does it all add up? Perhaps it doesn't. We have this report.
Germans are paying more attention to food quality. That's the result of a new study on nutrition called So ist Deutschland, or How Germany Eats. Price plays less of a role, at least for those who can afford to be choosy. But for 39% of Germans, cost is still an important factor. And many still believe that good nutrition depends a lot on income, even though that's not necessarily true.
You can definitely have a healthy diet without spending a lot. But you have to be well informed, know how to manage your money and how to cook. That's the problem. People buy convenience foods because they don't know how to cook, and that can get expensive.
And Germans are increasingly eating on the run. With too much work and too little time, many people end up eating out. And often that means a fast food snack. The younger generation is most likely to order meals to go. 40% of people under 30 say they eat too much fast food. Regular meals, a healthy diet, something young people say they rarely manage nowadays. Although most Germans say they value good nutrition, only half make healthy eating a priority. And among employed people, 28% say they manage to eat properly only on the weekend.
Barbara, is Germany a fast food society?
I don't think so, but what I know is that people spend very little money on food in Germany. They are not willing to spend more, and that is of course a problem. And I, for myself, try to mix bio, eco,
so organic food,
organic food, and
yeah.
and normal food. Because I think when I was a child, nobody cared about bio and eco.
Are you having a bit of a crisis like so many people because you make a nice omelette or you make a nice quiche and then somebody tells you a couple of days later there was carcinogenic dioxin in your egg?
I think even if nobody tells us, we eat every day. We eat things that are unhealthy, I'm sure. And I think even in organic food, they will find someday some things. I mean, it's in the air, it's in the water, it's everywhere. So yeah, I think it's part of our life to accept a little bit dioxin in the eggs.
You've got to be realistic, OK. Do you watch cooking shows?
No.
Would you do one if they offered you one?
No.
Despite the fact that you can cook, yeah? Change of subject, yeah? Tell us that there's one of the biggest celebrities here in Germany at the moment is Lena. Ah, you got that before me, yeah?
Yeah.
You know her?
Yeah.
Tell me about Lena, because there are people out there in the big wide world who possibly don't know about Lena.
Lena is a beautiful young girl.
I agree.
She's really a tiny little girl. And she sings. I love her interpretations. She's very young, and she's seen already so much from the world because she won last year the Eurovision Song Contest, and she's going to be she's going to start this year again,
yeah.
Which is a big discussion in Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like the song last year, Satellite?
Yes.
When I heard that song, the first time I heard it, I can remember the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody turned to me and said, "What do you think of it?" I said, "That is going to win the competition." I had no doubt about it whatsoever.
I didn't think so.
On first hearing.
But it worked out. And I like also this year's song.
You like it?
Yeah.
We've been talking about you being a bit of a natural on TV and as a performer and what have you. She's a natural as well, isn't she?
She is.
Yeah.
She must be, because she's so young. She didn't have the time to be unnatural.
Yeah.
She's only 18 or 19.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tell me about the song. This, you know.
It's taken by a stranger.
She's got a funny accent, hasn't she?
Yeah, she has.
Yeah, you like it.
It's a mixture of every accent, of every English accent. I like it, and I like the song. I think it's a good song for the Eurovision Song Contest because it's strange, it's mystique, it has a certain tension. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
OK.
But we're not going to win, I think.
No. I can't imagine that winning.
No,
I don't think so.
It would be too much. Two times Germany.
Yeah.
No.
You were part of the whole process of the song being selected.
Yes, I was in a jury, and I just but I couldn't do any. I couldn't do the selection. I just said I like it or I don't like it, but I couldn't do the decision.
Listen, I've said that I'm a great fan of Lena.
Yeah.
But I'm not a great fan of the Eurovision Song Contest. I have to admit. You know, for me, there was ABBA. I thought ABBA were great.
Yeah.
And there's Lena.
Yeah.
I thought she was great last year. Between that. It's never really...
It's a gay party with wonderful costumes and everything.
Well, that's cool.
It's cool, but it's funny and it's nice to look at, but it's not... I mean, when you see it from the point of music, I never liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this year and last year...
People here in Germany do take it very, very seriously, don't they? Yeah.
Yes, and it's 120 million people watching it. It's unbelievable.
Okay.
And it costs 70 million, I think, to do it here in Germany. It's very expensive. I don't know who pays it. Do you pay it?
I haven't the faintest idea. Yeah.
Okay,
if they invited you to go along and sing in it.
They did actually.
What? You've been invited?
I think 3 or 4 years ago, when my first CD appeared.
Yeah. That was 2007,
they asked me to be in the pre-contest. You know, you have to make first the decision, and I said no.
You turned them down?
No, I said I'm not interested. Thank you very much.
I see.
Good decision, I think.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you've enjoyed the show today and you want to find out even more about Barbara, then my suggestion is read my blog. It's on the Talking Germany website. And do please also post your comments.
If you're into Talking Germany, you can find out more on the internet. Your host, Peter Craven, is keeping a blog on the many shows and guests in the series. Find out more about what happens behind the scenes, gossip, experiences, how the whole show is put together. Just visit blog.dw-world.de/talkinggermany, and you can tell us what you think about the program there too.
Barbara, our quiz at the end of the show. Quick questions, relatively quick answers. What do you prefer, being a talk show host or being a talk show guest?
Guest.
A guest.
I love talking about me.
And do you prefer being interviewed in German or interviewed in English?
If you don't mind, I would say German.
Okay. When you're bringing up children, what's better, to get a clever book with lots of nice suggestions or to listen to Mum?
Listen to Mum.
Listen to Mum.
And to yourself.
Barbara Schöneberger, BS, yeah? I came across 2 singers who are BS as well.
Barbara Streisand.
Well, then I think I've got the answer to the question. Barbara Streisand or Britney Spears?
Barbara Streisand.
I love Barbara Streisand as well.
She's my idol. I know everything about her.
You know everything about her?
She's so American.
Do you know What's Up, Doc is one of my favourite movies of all time?
Yes, it is.
Great comedy.
And I love her singing.
Okay.
She's so American.
Lena or ABBA?
Coldplay.
Coldplay, we'll leave it at that. Barbara Schöneberger, all-round entertainer, great guest. If you've enjoyed her company as much as I have, then do come back next week. Until then, bye-bye and tschüss.
Bye-bye.